What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about how you guys can get better photos at night in freezing cold temperatures. Let's get straight into the video. So first, let's talk about camera settings. Some of the easiest and best ways that you can get really low light shots is having a fast lens, managing your shutter speed, and then also controlling your ISO and combining the three to get the most optimal exposure for your image possible. So obviously, I'm not gonna lie when I say having better equipment or faster lenses is obviously gonna help your photography a lot, because then you can get into really low light situations and have a lot of light to be able to work with. But you can still get some really impressive photos with having your average consumer lens if you know how to work the rest of your settings. So now the rest of the settings, if you know how to work them, can actually help a lot. Having a really low shutter speed and utilizing a tripod can help you get some amazing and impressive results. And aside from that, being able to manage and know how much you can push your ISO for your photos is also another key factor in being able to getting some really amazing low light shots. And when you combine all three, you can get some really impressive results that you didn't even think was possible from something as simple as like your basic entry DSLR, like a T6i with, you know, an 18 to 35, 3.5 to 5.6. So now with all that being said, let's get straight into the next point with working with your environment. So really another easy way to be able to get some better night photos is actually working with the light and working with your environment that you're already in. So for example, working with ambient light, such as right now, we're actually shooting right next to a photography studio that just so happens to have really good light right by their window to be able to shoot. Or even shooting a blue hour, which is the hour right after sunset, to be able to get some really good and impressive photos, so you still have more available light than just shooting at night. And essentially, like when you're shooting at night, you just have to be able to work with whatever you got. So if that means like fairy lights on the street and that's the only available light you have, that's all you have to work with. If it means that you're shooting at sunset or like 30 minutes after sunset or at blue hour, then that means that you're gonna have to shoot at that and work around those conditions. And the more you actually go out and shooting those conditions, and you kind of explore your local area and kind of figure out what works best with your camera, the easier it's gonna be able to get better photos. So now some extra things that might be able to help the process out is utilizing a tripod, external lights, and some really clever editing techniques that we can utilize in Lightroom. So with that being said, let's head back to my place so I can show you guys some really easy and effective editing techniques.